Sunday is a spiritual portal. Many people see it only as the last day of the weekend, a time to rest before Monday. But in truth, it is much more than that. It is the ideal moment to align your soul, renew your energy, and prepare for the journey that the new week will bring. When you learn to use Sunday consciously, it stops being a day of anxiety about what's coming and becomes a temple in time, a sacred opportunity to return to your essence. How many times do you start the week already, tired with a heavy mind, carrying worries from previous days? This happens because you don't close cycles. Sunday is the perfect day to bring closure. It is the moment to release the weight of the past, give thanks for what has been lived, and make room for what is yet to come. If you enter the new week without this ritual, you end up carrying invisible baggage that drains your energy and clouds your clarity. Sunday's spiritual reflection is an act of love toward yourself. It's like cleaning your house before receiving guests. You organize, freshen, and arrange every corner because you want a welcoming environment. Your soul deserves this same care, and this care begins with silence. Before turning on the TV, before diving into distractions, set aside time to listen to yourself. Silence is not empty. It is full of the divine presence that lives within you. In this sacred space, review the week that has passed. Ask yourself, what victories did I achieve? What lessons did I receive? In what moments could I have acted differently? It's not about judging or blaming yourself, but about observing with kindness, like someone looking at a garden and noticing which flowers have bloomed and which still need more care. This conscious gaze is the first step toward evolution. Gratitude is the key that opens the door to the new week. When you give thanks, you transform even painful experiences into hidden blessings. Maybe something didn't turn out the way you wanted, but if you look closely, you'll see that even that brought a valuable lesson. Gratitude doesn't deny difficulty, it redefines it. By giving thanks, you shift your vibration and prepare your heart to receive more light. Then, bring your attention to the future. How do you want to live the coming week? Don't think only about tasks or commitments. Ask yourself, how do I want to feel? Do I want to live with more calm, more joy, more focus, more love? This intention is like a seed planted in the heart. When you water it with aligned thoughts and actions, it blooms throughout the days. But remember, it's not about controlling every detail, but about aligning your energy. The universe doesn't respond to what you ask with words, but to what you radiate. If you start the week already weighed down with fear or complaints, you attract similar experiences. But if you enter with confidence and openness, you attract opportunities, encounters, and lessons that strengthen your purpose. Sunday is also an invitation to renew the body. Often, we seek healing only in the mind and spirit, but we forget that the body is the temple where the soul dwells. Rest, eat lightly, walk in nature, breathe deeply. These simple actions not only recharge your physical energy, but also align you with the natural flow of life. And we cannot forget faith. Sunday is a special day to reconnect with the source, with the Creator who sustains everything. Whether through prayer, spiritual reading, meditation, or simply a sincere conversation with God, allow yourself to feel this presence. Faith is the bridge that connects your daily life to eternity. It is what gives meaning to battles and renews your strength to face them. Thus, Sunday's spiritual reflection becomes a ritual of preparation. You leave behind the old week and are born anew into the next. You cleanse your mind, strengthen your heart, and make room for divine light to guide you. And the most beautiful part is that when you live this practice sincerely, you not only transform your week, but also inspire everyone around you to do the same. The new week ahead is like a blank book, waiting for you to write your story, and Sunday is the spiritual pen that defines how the first lines will be written. If you begin consciously, inspired, and connected, everything else unfolds with more clarity and purpose. One of the most powerful practices you can cultivate on Sunday is letting go. Letting go doesn't mean giving up, but releasing what has already served its purpose. Maybe you went through difficult situations in the past days. Maybe you carried expectations that didn't come true. Maybe you felt frustrations. If you take that into the new week, it's like trying to run with a backpack full of stones. Sunday reflection is the moment to remove that backpack, look at what's inside, and consciously choose to leave behind what you no longer need to carry. Forgiveness is an essential part of this process. Forgiveness is not something you do for the other, but for yourself. Holding on to resentment is like keeping an open wound that never heals. On Sunday, you have the chance to look at those wounds and, with the help of the Source, allow them to close. Forgiving is freeing your soul from the weight that prevents it from flying, and when you enter a new week with a light heart, you open space for new and better things to happen. Another transformative practice is visualization. Close your eyes and imagine how you would like to live your week. Don't focus only on external goals, but on how you want to feel. More confident, more serene, more inspired. Imagine situations unfolding with ease. Visualize solutions to problems and see yourself acting with calm and wisdom. This practice is not only mental, it creates an energy that attracts similar experiences. What you create in your mind becomes more likely to manifest in the physical world. Sunday can also be a day of reconnection with the people you love. Many times, the rush of the week keeps us away from those who matter. Using this time to be present with your family, your friends, or even with yourself strengthens the bonds that sustain your journey. Healthy relationships are a fundamental part of emotional healing and spiritual balance. Do not ignore this dimension of life. And remember, spirituality is not something separate from daily life. It is not just prayer, not just meditation, not just reflection. It is present in the way you cook, in the way you speak to someone, in the patience you cultivate in traffic, in the kindness you offer to a stranger. As you prepare on Sunday, you must carry this awareness into every day of the week. Turning spiritual life into practical life is what gives power to your journey. Many go through the week reacting, living on autopilot, slaves to the clock and circumstances. Sunday's spiritual reflection breaks this cycle. It allows you to take the wheel of your life, to decide how you want to live instead of simply being dragged by external demands. You stop being a hostage of situations and become the creator of your experience. Every week, you have the opportunity to be reborn. It doesn't matter what happened before. It doesn't matter how many times you fell. Sunday gives you the chance to rise again and say, I choose to start over. That is a precious gift. Many people don't realize it, but each week is a new cycle, a new birth. And if you learn to honor this rhythm, your life becomes full of meaning. Finally, never forget to give thanks in advance. Gratitude is not only for what has already happened, but also for what is yet to come. When you thank for what is coming, you are affirming your trust in the divine flow of life. You are saying, I trust that the universe is on my side. That trust opens invisible doors and brings opportunities you could never imagine. So this Sunday, prepare your soul. Breathe deeply, forgive, let go, visualize, give thanks. Allow the light of the Source to fill your heart with peace and clarity. And carry this energy into every day of the new week. Because when your soul is aligned, no obstacle can bring you down. Remember, each week is a new chance to grow, to love, to serve, and to get closer to your essence. Honor this gift, and may your walk always be guided by the light of truth and the love that comes from the Creator.